Hey, good morning. We're back here in the shop. We've got a lot of things going today, and I thought it might be kind of interesting for you to see some of the projects that are in process. So we've probably posted a few videos on the floor on this truck. I just wanted to let you see what it looks like as it's getting very close to completion. So if you just give them a really good up close shot of all these panels that we've installed on the floor, underneath that we put braces in. We're working on the center panel over the shifter, and then over here in the very corner, we're putting a cover panel right here over this kick panel, which we installed new on both sides. So you kind of see how that all looked. We ended up having to dress all this out through here and make all this look right. It's just now got primer on it, but it looks great. And this is another one that we're doing. This is a Chevrolet truck that came in that was just recently purchased, and we've got a long list of things that we're doing on it, but we're going to get back to that and make a video today about this. It's in here for an inspection and a list of things that the new owner has decided he wants to see about getting fixed. So that's another thing we're doing. This is a Chevrolet 55 convertible that we're taking the axle out today. We've already installed a LS3 engine and an overdrive transmission, and we're going to get the new axle in here now and from Curry and put it in with the new set of rear springs and get all the drive lines set up. You know, this Bronco right here, the steering column was bad. The original factory steering column was so bad that it would just fall into reverse. That's pretty common on a lot of some of these early Fords, that you put it in park, and if you weren't careful, it'd just fall into reverse. So from a safety standpoint, it really needs a new steering column, and we're installing a brand new steering column in this so that it's safer to drive. And then down here, we've got a Dodge Charger that we're restoring. You can see, I think we've posted some videos before where we've repainted it, and you can see the entire suspension, running gear, everything's out from underneath it. Come under here and we'll just show them all the bed liner that we've done on it. You can see, you can get a real close-up shot, but we cleaned this up really well. Josh went in and undercoated this with bed liner, and it's got a real nice texture to it. Looks great. Got a few spots that we need to touch up, which is pretty normal for when you do that, because you're under here with a whole fog and very little light. This Ford pickup that we're doing a restoration on, we've got a new 9-inch rear axle tube and a new set of gears and a new set of axles. So we've got that about done, and then we're going to do the brakes on it. A Thunderbird that came in that was not running, that was purchased, and we're putting a carburetor on it. If you can come up here just a second, and you can see that we've done a lot of work on the motor, transmission, cleaning all this up, painting all this, put a new 4-barrel poly carburetor on it, fixed the power brakes on it, put power steering on it. It's in great shape. And then we walk over here, and Angel messed up the door, and it's loose at the top hinge. So he's taking this door off, and we're going to take the hinge off, and hopefully we'll be able to put it on the mill and re-drill it and put a new pin in it. Last but not least, we have a Bronco that we've shown before that we put a lift kit on. We had a little bit of an instruction issue. These radius arms right here are a lot longer. If you look down here, that's the original radius arms that go right here. And we had a lot of difficulty just following through on the instructions just to make sure it's perfect. It's not that it was hard, but we just didn't want to make sure we made a mistake. Put a new bracket on here, bolted it on, had all this painted. It's all back together, and we're ready to mount the new 460 engine in it. Excuse me, that's a 351. And then on this Jeep, today we've finished it up and we started wiring it, and we found a little bit of a hesitation in the engine. And you'll notice right here, this is the sight glass to set the float level on a Holley carburetor. You do that by loosening this jam nut and then turning this screw, loosening the screw and then turning the jam nut, and you can watch the float level go up and down. It should be right in the middle for you guys that want to work on your carburetors. If it's not in the middle, then you need to raise the float level where it's right there so that the fuel's at the exact height that it needs to be inside this fuel bowl. So that's some of the things we're doing. I hope that's helpful. I hope you found that very interesting. I'm Barry Wilson with Wilson Auto Repair. Also my YouTube channel. Please subscribe.